Anyways, now I'm proud that we are able to give either the puer tea lovers or some general tea sommelier lovers have different courses with different levels. However, if anybody wants to learn about puer tea, they must finish the 6 type of tea and understand the process, and then they can understand the puer tea better way. Okay, but luckily both of you both love puer tea and also learned. So far in China, overseas, the foreign students who although there are more and more people love puer tea, but still very real. Okay, we are going to have some tea history idea, the top 10 famous tea in China, and the diverse tea culture in different regions, even the tea in other countries. So to recap all of those knowledges, we are going to enter into the puer tea course. So give you some idea, we're going to take around 10 minutes to understand. In Chinese, this is called puer tea 品鉴与收藏, to taste the puer tea and to collect the puer tea. So while we learn the puer tea, we need to understand, know what is good tea. After we know what is good tea, so we know which tea has the aging potential, then we are able to store them and collect them, maybe possibly invest in the puer tea. That's the puer tea special virtue, special character. We can save them, we can collect them and invest them in 10 years, 20 years, yes, that would be good. But however, keep that in mind. Only if we purchase good material and store them in a proper warehouse, so the tea will turn to be good one. Okay. That's why in the market it's very tricky. It's hard to find, it's hard to recognize what is good or what is bad, because there's no any label says the real origin, and also the label does not like the French wine or some wines. We have the origin, we have AOC or AOP or IGP or Vin de France, even some other informations give us idea what the quality level it might be. Okay, so this is tricky part about the puer tea. Either way, that's why we need to learn. Okay, let's skip this. That's the old one. That's the old one. I haven't changed this. Yeah, this is something you already know about me and why I'm willing to share this book, share this course, because I have my academic background. I have my experience working in the puer tea companies. I also study French wine, and I also attended some training course to allow myself to be a teacher. Yes. About this course, yes, we are going to have 32 lessons in theory, and rest of them are those practical and evaluating lessons. So different from the tea sommelier course, which we have those lessons in theory at night, then practical lessons in the afternoon. For puer tea, because more about the knowledge, more about some culture instead of very difficult process and technologies, we will have both the theory lessons and practical lessons in the same day, so that after we know about the tea and then we'll taste the tea, that will enhance our memory, that will enhance our understanding about the tea. Okay, this tea course also is about puer tea. However, since we are in Yunnan, like Yunnan's white tea, Yunnan's black tea, they're all good, really good. So we will also have each single lesson for Yunnan white tea and the black tea. And yes, especially we will introduce the terroir of the puer tea, and know how to manage that. We have one single lesson, which is also the lesson in tea sommelier course to understand the 4S method. I think, Barbara, because you were busy, you skipped some of the lessons for the tea sommelier course. So this is the chance for you to, to review, to recap them. Like I said, after that, you will also know some maybe company or supply chain, like Barbara, you already asked. Also, I need your requirement, like what kind of the tea. I mean, like the price range, and maybe some certification that your company or your market would require, because in China, you know, there's lots of good teas, some ancient teas. It's very good, eco-friendly. Yeah, we can enjoy that definitely. However, regarding exporting in large amount, definitely they require some, you know, certification. In that case, what we like cannot be shared in large amount. In that case, you email me the target range and also the certifications that require. Then I'm going to discuss with suppliers who can apply, who can be aligned with those certifications. So you can talk with them later directly. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. And so that is something about the course. And yes, those are the details about the course. We are going to understand the history, both the Puer tea history and the general tea history, and the ranging, the processing, and some other teas. And you can see, based on these contents, you know what are the differences between the Puer tea course and the tea sommelier course, right? So, well, so again, yes, of course. Although this is online course, but to be punctual, to have regular attendance, and bring some notebook or questions time, and task but verify what we are going to learn. It's very necessary. And for the tea you drink, after this, you need to write down the tea you taste and raise the habit of the tea you drink to understand what the taste it is and what might be the reason cause that taste. Such tea, do you think it enters drinking window now, or do you think it's still young, or do you think it's all like overdated? Overdated that? No, we just like throw that away or sell this way for promoting something. This is the ability that we need to master after we learn this course. Even during this 3 months, whenever you drink some Puer tea, you need to have the idea. You need to give your personal judge. So gradually, you are going to build, you are going to establish, you are going to establish their whole ability and a system to evaluate the quality of the Puer tea. Because Puer tea is really, indeed complicated. And even the samples I sent you, actually cannot really cover all of those ranges and cannot cover all of those processing methods, because the processing methods slightly vary in different ranges, also in different companies. So it's really hard. But either way, that's the way. And comparing to the tea sommelier course, which will allow the oral allow the oral speaking, oral defense. For our Puer tea course, mail about paper, we are going to prepare around 25 questions, and then you are going to answer those questions. So you will understand, I will say, how much you've mastered about the Puer tea, Yes. You can also share the tea by organizing a tea party. So that's something we know about how we are going to understand the tea, what we are going to learn after completion. And for the whole 3 months, please always keep this in mind. How will you master this course efficiently? Now, do you have any idea how?